Welcome back, it's your guy Engineered Mojo with another tutorial video. Today I'm going to be working on how to paint a nice glossy surface. If you have older vehicles like myself, you will have a lot of chrome plated material on those vehicles. Even Toyota in the 2000s was using chrome panel pieces. So I'm getting tired of my grille. I want to refresh my grille and repaint it a matte black color. As usual, a full tool list is displayed on the screen and also down below in the video description. Let's get this started. I start off by cleaning the surface I want to paint. I just use a mild detergent, Dawn, whatever you have in your house that's mild. Clean the surface that you want to paint and dry it. When drying, be sure to use a microfiber towel. That way you won't leave lint residue on the finished surface. With the surface clean, I'll go back with a light grit sandpaper. Usually I use like a 1000 grit or higher sandpaper, and I'll just lightly roughen the surface of the element I want to paint. This step is optional. If you have a heavy traffic area or a heavy impact area such as a grill, or maybe you're painting maybe a chair that gets a lot of traffic from butts, you want to roughen that surface up a little bit just to help the adhesion of the new primer as well as the paint. Remember, use a fine grit sandpaper, that way the primer can go ahead and fill in those scratches that it makes really easily. If you use a heavy sandpaper, you may not be able to fill in those scratches. Also, this step is optional. I may skip this step sometimes if I don't have an area that has a high impact, because I'm not worried about debris and things of that nature chipping at the spray paint film that I put down. Once you sand and give it one more wash down and dry, it's time to apply that primer. For the glossy surfaces, such as my chrome plated bumper I have here, or maybe you have some kind of shiny metal piece of furniture that you're trying to paint and you're watching this video, I prefer to use a primer that promotes bonding between the surface and the new spray paint that I'm putting down. You can buy a regular primer and they work fine usually, but I find that this stuff really helps the adhesion of the new spray paint on surfaces that are just a little bit slicker or shinier or glossier. I'll apply about 2 or 3 coats of the primer before I put down the spray paint. Always make sure you follow the instructions on the back of the can, and make sure you apply this in a very well ventilated area. First coat of primer applied. As I mentioned earlier, I'll put down multiple coats. There's no reason to go heavy on any one coat. You can always go back with another pass to get proper coverage of an area. Once the primer has dried, now's the fun part in applying the actual paint and color that you want to paint your item. There's no rocket science here, just follow the instructions on the back of the can. This is your typical spray and aim. Again, no heavy coats. Don't have to worry about trying to get a heavy coat and coverage on the first pass. Do multiple passes of the spray paint to get your coverage right. That's the best way to apply spray paint, to get it looking even and not have any drips or runs. Here's the finished product. It looks really good in my opinion. I love the matte black look, especially on trucks. At this point, I'll let this fully dry and I'll do a test run. I'll go ahead and I'll spray it down and I'll wipe it and I'll clean it as if I'm cleaning my truck, and I'll see if I see any chips or anything like that. If there's no visible damage, I'm happy. I'm ready to install and be done. That marks the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Down below in the video description, if you have any tips, let me know down below in the video description. I love tips to make this easier, a better process. I love that stuff. It's also better for viewers who are watching the video. As always, again, thank you. Have a good one. I'm out.